We did move on today. We left Yachting Point and we've headed a little further north, and we're just maybe 100 k's south of Bathurst at a place called Binda. That's right, isn't it? And there's a little donation camp in town at the back of the tennis courts. It's usually about $5, so we wandered over to the shop. You leave the money there, and it's a beautiful grass site. There's nobody here but us at the moment. It's only about 3 o'clock, but oh, wow, what a nice spot. Have a look at this. That's our view, and we're set up here, still hitched. We didn't bother unhitching because we're moving on tomorrow. It's just an overnighter for us, but beautiful grass. There's a play area there if you've got kids. Some Barbies over there, I notice. Look at that. Autumn's starting to show its colours around out here. So yeah, we're about 100 k's south of Bathurst at a place called Binda. It's a little chilly. Just a little. It's about 17 degrees or something like that. So even though it's an overnighter, we'll probably have a fire. We're allowed to have a fire here, so nothing finer than sitting around a fire with a beer, watching the sun go down. Michelle's taken over with the fire lighting and preparation duties. Oh, look at that.
What have I done?
You're the firelighter now. Ta-da! Michelle the firelighter. Not a bad job. Oh, there's even some rackets and a couple of balls there if you want to go over hit, because it's not locked. Really nice barbecue area there. Oi! Buddy, talk about pyromania.
How good's that?
Morning! Still in Binda. Beautiful morning again. Geez, we've copped some great weather up here. But we're moving on again. It was just an overnight stop, this one, in a very beautiful spot in Binda. It was freezing last night. I think it was 0, which is probably not too bad, but we had the diesel heater going all night, and it was nice and snug inside the van. But oh, she was a cold one. I looked out the window this morning just before sunrise, and all the grass was covered in frost. Anyway, we're heading north again today, continuing north, probably up towards Bathurst, and maybe a little bit further on. We'll have a look at the track and things like that when we're in Bathurst. The drive from Binda up through Tuina and all the way on to Bathurst. What a drive. It's like a roller coaster. Windy, hilly, beautiful country. Just amazing. But yeah, we've arrived in Bathurst, and we're going to go down and have a look at the track. Got to get some diesel for the diesel heater. We've been giving that a bit of a pounding. 0 degrees last night. These trips are amazing. We're really enjoying this. We're just sort of plodding along, stopping here, stopping there, no sort of plan. We're not stopping in Bathurst tonight. We're going to keep moving on, but not really sure where that's going to be. Here we are at Mount Panorama. The temptation is to put your foot down, but the speed limit is only 60k. I don't know how many people have towed a caravan around here, probably heaps.
We're on the track.
Pulled in after a reasonable day on the road up through Bathurst, and we're at a place called Crosley's Bridge campground in Sofala, New South Wales. Nice little camp spot on the river here. River's down there behind him. My car. Another van over there. Got a family over the other side of our van, and a couple of campers there. Welcome to Sofala, the oldest surviving gold town, established 1851 on the Turon River. Well, another absolutely amazing day. Blue skies, no wind, great night's sleep in Sofala last night. It wasn't as cold, it was good last night. We're going into town before we hit the road again. This is the thriving metropolis of Sofala.
Used to be the old post office.
Yeah, it probably still is. Oh no, it looks like it's a residence now.
Yeah.
Gold nuggets. Antique shop. And guess where Michelle is? Michelle looking at her collectibles. I think I found somewhere to keep Michelle. Luckily she's down there getting her coffee. And she didn't hear me, but she'll see this later.
I'm very deep.
And I was just saying nice things about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about the shackles thing.
Oh yeah. Imagine.
Do I leave her here or not? No. Use the old outhouse for a woodshed. Well, that winds up our stay in Sofala, and it's a nice quiet little spot, beautiful. Check it out. Well, we travelled on from Sofala this morning after a really peaceful night. A nice bit of a drive up through Mudgee, and now we're at a just a roadside stop here, Casalis roadside stop. There's a few people here. Pretty big space, but it is just a roadside stop. There's drop dunnies here and things like that, and shelters, but other than that, it's just an overnight stop of this one, and free. We just pulled into McNamara Park camping ground at Broke. It's a free camp, and we're only going to spend the night here, but it's not a bad spot, really good. Pretty busy, a lot of people here, but plenty of space as well, so you can always get away from other campers without too much trouble. From here on, tomorrow we're heading on to Stockton, and we've got 3 days there at the local caravan, NRMA, I think it is, caravan park. So that's what we're doing for the next 3 days, and we're going to explore that area over there. Really looking forward. We need to have a caravan park. We've been off grid for a week, and it's been really good and really cheap, but every now and then you need a washing machine, and you need I don't know, a little bit more comfort too. I don't mind the caravan parks, so yeah, after a week of bush camps and low cost camps and free camps, it's It's going to be real nice. Looking forward to that. There's Michelle collecting firewood. This will be our last chance to have a fire. We've got, like I said, the 3 days at Stockton Beach at the NRMA Caravan Park, right on the beach at Stockton. But there's a lot of people here. And plenty of space though, and nice. Very quiet. Well, so far. As you can hear, dogs are allowed here. Kicking back after a nice feed. What was it? Pasta carbonara.
Yeah, that stuff.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah. Last night of bush camping for the moment anyway, and then we've got 3 nights at Stockton.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting out there.
In a caravan park.
Yeah. Well, that's throwing out a bit of heat, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's nice.
Last of the wood.
It is the last of the wood for the moment, until we get back out in the bush again. Good night. Good morning. We're currently staying at Stockton, and we've come down for a day to do a bit of beach driving just for a bit of fun. There's a few wrecks, or there's a wreck out there, and there's the tank traps if we get the chance to get up that far to go and have a look at that. But that's what we're doing today anyway. The Warumi Conservation Lands. We went down the local survey there and bought our permit, and that was $33 for a 3-day pass, of which we're only going to use 1 day, so it's a little bit unfair, but anyway, they're the fees. Drive on a little bit further here and we'll let our tyre pressures down.
Letting down some tyre pressures, just about to head onto the beach for a great day driving. Let them down now, and then we hopefully have no problems for the rest of the day.
This is the access from Lavis Lane. We've just dropped our tyre pressures down to 18 for a starter. See how we go. We've got onto the beach and we've driven a little bit along. We hit the beach and went to the right, and we've come down to the wreck of the Cigna. This time we can't see it. It's either below the tide or it's completely gone. I'm not sure. But we have got photos from previous trips, so Michelle's wandered down to the beach. I will go and check it out. Looking back towards that way is where we're staying at Stockton Beach Caravan Park, and you can just see the top of the wreck poking out from the sea there, from the waves. But that's about all we're going to get to see of it today, I reckon. Tide's in. I know at low tide it sticks out quite a lot. Yeah, it's well under the water there. You can barely make it out. You can just see it breaking the surface now. Seeing we can't see the wreck, we're going to head back up the beach again the way we came. And there's supposed to be a jet wreck up there. I don't know whether that's visible or not, and there's also the tank traps, which occasionally can be covered with sand as well. So we may see nothing, but we'll do the drive anyway. We've just returned to the entrance to the beach at Lavis Lane after driving down to where the Cigna wreck is, but not actually visible today. We're going to continue the rest of the way up the other way and see what we can find up there. Driving's a little tough. We've got 18 psi and we're hammering along. From a standing start, it's a little hard to get moving, but once you get going, it's not much of an issue at all. Well, it was bound to happen. We got bogged.
Gotten into a little bit of a bother. Just stopped for a second to have a look around and went to take off. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yes. Oh, good.
Well, that went better than we expected. I'm tripping around all over the place here. Yeah. I had a feeling we were going to be having lunch here.
And dinner.
It wasn't that bad. Well, we're heading northish from the entrance at Lavis Lane, and we've just come across the site of the Sabre jet wreck. I don't know if it's there or not. I don't know if we can find it, but we'll just go for a wander up in the dune and have a look. Luckily it's not too hot, but yeah, I don't hold much hope of finding it, because this is what is in front of us to where the map is saying the wreck is. Well, we're on a quest. Michelle's here too, somewhere. There you are.
Yep.
To see if we can find this Sabre jet wreck. I don't really know the history of it or when it crashed, but I don't know. 100 metres from the car, I feel like I'm lost in the desert. This is what we walked over here for. It's just a plant pot. Michelle goes, "There's a bit."
Bummer.
Yeah. I don't know whether you'd be able to find it. The location's right here somewhere. Well, there's no obvious wreck. We're walking around out here, and we can hear the jets back at the Williamtown Air Base. And a couple of seconds ago, a rescue helicopter flew over. And Michelle reckons that it's tomorrow when the war... What's the movie? Tomorrow when the war begun. Like, we're out here and don't know what's going on back in civilization. Apparently there's nothing left. Armageddon. Well, all I'm getting is some lunch. I'm starving. Well, we got the location, but no sign of any wreckage here. Nothing to see here. Move on. Well, that'll be my exercise for the day. You look like a lost child. What's wrong? That's making the most of the good weather today, because tomorrow it's forecast 30 mil and it's forecast that for the rest of the week. Just heading up the northern section near Anna Bay. We're at a point now where there's supposed to be tank traps from I'm guessing the Second World War, but I can't see anything. They did say that they're likely to be covered over with sand. So the only thing that's here that I can see is a rope ladder. It's been washed up on the beach. Pretty fancy ladder, that one. Hey?
Yeah,
That would have been off the side of a ship, I reckon.
yeah.
Oh, I need some lunch. More rope ladder, no tank traps to be seen. And lots of areas that you're not allowed to access. Well, we'll just keep moving. No tank traps. So far, no Sabre jet crash wreckage, no tank traps, and no Cigna shipwreck. Well, just the tiniest little piece of that. Now find somewhere nice just to have some lunch. We just stopped for a quick lunch stop, a pre-prepared lunch. Michelle made some sandwiches before we left the caravan. So, and I'm starving, so it's time for lunch. There's our $33 3-day pass. Oh, you're a good one, Michelle.
Thanks, love.
Michelle's fascinated by the squeaky sand. That in front of us there is Anna Bay, the northern end of the Stockton Beach Drive. And it's a lot rougher up here because that's where everybody gets on and off. Well, we made it off the beach, Stockton Beach, and we've driven a little bit further around. We pumped the tyres back up and we're at a place called Boat Harbour. And they have a whale watching platform. And the whales are supposed to be able to be seen between late April to November. You were going to say that too, weren't you? There's the dunes over there in the distance. Stockton dunes. Looking for whales. Once again, I am back in thongs on the rocks. It's actually the first warm day we've had since we've left Melbourne. Not warm, like it's 25 or 26 or something like that. It's nice, just good. Wow, look at that. Don't see any whales. Look at that, a mermaid sitting on the rocks. What's so funny?
Nothing.
We're up at Flagstaff Hill, looking down at the sea baths in Newcastle, Port Scratchley, overlooking Newcastle. These guns here were the only ones that we used to shell a Japanese submarine in 1942. The sub had shelled Newcastle and these retaliated. Well, that winds up our stay at Stockton Beach. 3 days. We had a few good days, or a couple of good days, and now the rain set in and it's like going to be like this for the next 6 days, so we're moving on. Have a look outside. We're actually on the road. We've already packed up and hit the road, and we're moved on. We don't even know where we're going, but we're going to drive for a while. We'll just see if we can get out of this rain and find somewhere decent to hang out for a while. But there's no plans. And Michelle looks like a drowned rat because she went and got the coffees at Macca's.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, all right. Well, that's it for the Stockton Beach video. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you later.